Hello, everybody. It's Benjamin Bloom Show, part 2 of the day. I've been for a run. I've had a shower. I've got out of it about 2 minutes ago, and we are here for the pre-match stream for Fulham versus Brentford. Please welcome along. Make yourself known in the chat by either giving it the big thumbs up or getting a comment in, particularly your predictions for today's game. Third versus fourth, right at the top of the championship. First championship game back. And by God, I had a ticket to this one on March the 13th. The first game cancelled during the COVID lockdown. Let's have a little look at the teams and then we will fathom how we think this one is going to go. Let me just remove that. So this is the Infogol team. Not entirely sure that they are going to have the shape quite right on Fulham, but we'll see how this kicks off. So Rodak in goal, obviously displaced Bettinelli during the season. Hector and Ream, fairly predictable as the centre-halves. That's been the case for most of the time. Brian, good going forward, but suspect defensively, according to the Cottage Talk podcast I was on this past Thursday. Dennis Adoy at right back. Well, he's not really a right back, is he? And that's been a complaint from Fulham fans during the season. Is that the right balance down the side, especially given, well, when we talk about who he's going to be up against on the left wing for Brentford? Never an easy game playing right back against Brentford when Benrahma is around. Now, this configuration here, Infogol has got down as a 4-2-3-1. Parker has tended to be a little bit more 4-3-3, but obviously there's been 3 months off. We don't know quite what they've been working on. Harrison Reed, I would expect to be a sitter in a 3, but we'll see whether it's a 4-2-3-1 or not. With Kearney and Bobby Reed, Kearney obviously would be the playmaker, Reed maybe the legs and getting forward into the box there. Naskins Cabano, so no Ivan Cavaliero there. Anthony Knockhart, I would expect to be further forward than on that image. And, of course, wherever there's Fulham, there is Mitrovic, who is, as I always say, a cheat code in this league. Absolute brilliant player and goal machine. So we'll see how that shape lines up. I'd prefer Cavaliero in there, and I'd worry maybe about Adoy versus Benrahma. In terms of Brentford, one big in and one big out. Jansen's the big in, and Mbeumo is the big out. Brian Mbeumo in that fabled front 3 down the right, coming in on his left foot. He was the Brentford positive test for COVID. They did not want to reveal that to give Fulham an advantage. Just seeing Alexander Mitrovic's lovely scruffy hair on my feed. I've got it just away from screen. Looks like a little schoolboy with that, despite being a huge track and bloke. Anyway, Brentford, as we expect, David Raya in goal, strong throughout the team here. Rico Henry, great left back. Pinnock and Jansen returns, obviously. If this game had been played in March, there would have been no Jansen for the injury, but he is back in there, strong player for Brentford. Dalsgaard makes up the back 4. Watch for those fullbacks trying to get forward. Lovely balance in midfield. Norgard will sit. Jensen and De Silva, one would expect, would rotate. Look out for De Silva in terms of that left foot and shots from the edge of the box and things of that nature. Watkins, the top scorer up front down the middle. Benrahma, what a player, off on the left. He'll be cutting in on his right foot. Big link to Chelsea for side Benrahma. But there is the one there on the right wing, Tariq Fosu Henry, signed from Oxford. That does weaken the team in respect of Mbeumo has had a very, very good season. However, big chance for Fosu, who's a good player. As I said, I expect it to look more like 4-3-3 versus 4-3-3. But let's see what Fulham are doing without the ball and whether they do tuck in and provide a little bit of a screen in front of their back four. So a quick look at the table. Please get your comments in, get your predictions in, and hit thumbs up on the video. That helps the channel know. So there is the top 9 of the championship there. I just wanted to put that that many teams in there just to see what the worst case scenario is for Brentford and teams chasing them. Fulham, obviously well ingrained in that playoff picture. It's an interesting debate as to whether third place would be a failure for Fulham with their squad. I know that sounds a bit rich, but with parachute money and a very, very strong squad, should they be in the automatic positions? You tell me. They are 6 points off of West Brom. Remember as well, after today, we've got Fulham going to Leeds and we've got Brentford having West Brom visit them. So there is a school of thought where both of these teams can take points off the top 2, and therefore one of these teams, if they can win those affairs, can take maximum points whilst guaranteeing that all the 3 around them will drop points. It is still, however, a huge ask, I think, to catch Leeds and or West Brom. It doesn't matter which one you catch. Obviously, far more likely for Fulham to do that. Certainly from the Leeds fans I've been speaking to today, they feel like a Fulham defeat today and Leeds win, and it starts to look really, really hard and, verging on impossible for maybe Leeds particularly to be caught, because that would be a 10-point lead with 8 games to go. Really starts to look unassailable then. However, let's flip this over. If Leeds say draw or lose at Cardiff and Fulham get the win, or West Brom draw or lose against Birmingham, then that gap starts to close up, and then those games between Brentford and West Brom and Leeds and Fulham all of a sudden start to have an awful lot riding on them. Let's have a little look in the comments. Josep, or Josep, depending on whether I can do my Spanish voice, says, come on, Fulham, we've got it. So difficult to tell, isn't it, with this big gap, how teams are going to react. What I would say, these 2 teams particularly have been good with the ball, been good in possession. Everyone keeps telling me that the more technical teams will get through this better. Maybe that will be the case. However, both of these teams fall into that category, so could they cancel each other out? Remember as well, teams have to play the long game here. There are 9 games to go, lots of Saturday midweek. It could be that it's not going to be one loss today, and maybe a draw isn't disaster, and keeping your players fit and not losing games, that might be the thing. Super Leeds TV says, wet hair, Ben, glowing. Yeah, shocking. I always underestimate. Had to bring this here as well for throughout the game, but we'll see how one survives. Haven't had a lockdown haircut, and my hairdresser will not come and visit me too far away for Daryl, so I'm going to be waiting until July. Anyway, Philip says he also had a ticket for this one too. I was very much looking forward to it, but Fulham have given me a refund. That was very nice of them. 2-1 Bees, he says, confident there. Max, who was in the stream this morning. Hi, Max. Hope I enjoyed my run. Brentford for the win. I very much did enjoy my run. I went with the missus, so we just did 3K, but it was pretty quick. I think we did good, and I've got it out of the way, and I can do what the hell I want for the rest of the day. Trevor pipes in. I'm nervous. There is a lot on this for Fulham today, isn't there? Let's pop that table back up again. Fulham defeat and West Brom and Leeds. Have they got winnable games? Birmingham and Cardiff. Who knows, given the big gap. But yes, a huge amount riding on this. Maybe we can say they can't win it today, Leeds or West Brom, but Fulham can certainly go a long, long way to losing it. Daz, Talking about a Millwall late surge, that would put fear into the hearts of Brentford and Fulham, actually. If Fulham end third and Fulham Millwall surge, 6 versus 3rd, that would be the playoff match, wouldn't it? Cavaliero and Camara not even on the bench. You've got to start looking at the bench options with 5 subs and that type of thing going on. I think subs will make a big difference. What we don't want to see as they flash over the new Riverside stand, I think they stopped building on that. So not much has been done since lockdown. But yeah, keeping that intensity when we start getting double sub. We seem to be getting that in most of the games, that you get 2 and 2 and then 2 and 2 all in quick succession. Combs just corrected himself, says Cavaliero is on the bench. Gotra Music says, I think Leeds will go up, but it's not going to be easy. Some crazy results on the way. Well, let's see. Oh, goodness me. 2 of my friends are on Sky Sports here. Billy from the Besotted podcast and Sammy from Fulham, which both on Sky TV. There, Billy has a TV set up in his garden. Looks lovely. Looks like he's got maybe his daughters in the background there enjoying being on Sky TV. I should, I guess, be seeing what they're saying. Trevor says, might need a beer. My reputation is getting worse as a drinker, isn't it? So I'm on the Pepsi Max. Pepsi, if you want to sponsor me, please do get involved. Jamie is in the chat as well. He's got his hashtag Huddersfield Town FC. They will all be kicking off at 3, except there's the Millwall game at 1:30, a little bit earlier. Now it says, fill my bar up with beers for the Wednesday result. Think I'll need it. Nick says, wonder if 5 subs will stay. Will say when we go back to normal. Yeah, they need to get used to it pretty quickly, don't they? So yeah, let's see if that is going to happen or whether it's going to ruin games. One thing I think that they could work towards is no subs after 90 minutes. I think that would help with a lot of time wasting issues, let's just say. Right, Fulham versus Brentford. The championship is back, and I will be back indeed. Let's put that ticker up that says, come and join me at halftime straight after the game for the rest of the Fulham for coverage. So I'll be on here as soon as that halftime whistle goes. Don't ignore what time the stream says, because we never can tell how long a half's going to last. As soon as that half ends, hit that button on YouTube and we will be there. As it says at the bottom, support the channel on Patreon and get ad-free versions of all of the content to download to your device, as well as other perks as we grow. Patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Help me work towards maybe doing this as part of my living. Wouldn't that be a fine thing? Right, enough of the plugging. I'm going to divert my attention now as we close in on kick of the first championship game in 3 months. It is back. There's going to be a lot of it. Let's enjoy it. It's Fulham versus Brentford, 3rd versus 4th. Please come back and see us at half time. Over and out.